God damn it, Ethan. What the hell, man? What the fuck? No, fuck you. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the Echoes of the Caves. I guess the Echoes of the Cave because I can't spell. The podcast that I started with Jacojin, when was the first episode uploaded? Hold up. Like ages ago. And then said I was gonna follow up and then never actually did. So here I am. Hey, I'm here. I'm back. I followed it up. All right, have a good one. We're gonna stop the stream now. I followed up my podcast. We're all good, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I fulfilled my point.
Nice meeting everyone. See you later.
Yeah, good talk. Anyway, on a more serious note, what the fuck just happened? Everything on the Discord just shifted. I don't know what just happened. I got spooked. Oh, you left, didn't you? Okay.
I left as a joke, yeah.
Don't scare me like that. I thought everything broke.
I can make it all break. That's
Please
no
do
problem.
not. Please do not, the cat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was over a year ago. So 2020, August 18th, 2020 is the last time I did this. So it's almost 2 years since that. So, I mean, it's fine.
Oh, that's normal, yeah.
So today we have our guest, CrowCollector.
What's up?
Some of you may know him. Some of you may not. You probably don't. If you know... Oh, shit, I broke things. Never mind. I forgot. Okay, I broke things. Our screen went gray. It's all fine. It's all fine. Everything's burning and on fire, but it's fine. I think it just went gray.
I hear you panicking in the background.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Is it though?
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, long sip. So Ethan, if you would you rather me not call you that live?
I don't really care.
Okay, please don't call me by my real name live.
Okay, Bob.
How could you? I trusted you. You were my brother,
It doesn't really
Anakin.
matter to me. I'm just used to everybody saying Crow at this point. So I mean, you
honestly,
do whatever you
most
want.
of the time I do just call you Crow. It's when I find
It's
it.
just
When
what I'm used to.
It either has comedic value. Only time I say your real name is if it's comedic value or if I'm pissed at you.
Or you're mad.
If
Or
I'm
you're mad,
pissed
yep.
at you, I will use your real name.
Yep.
What do you mean soundpad's not configured properly? Bitch!
Wait a minute, I see you're playing SoundPad now. That's not okay.
I don't have any of my custom audio files. My computer broke. So... I lost all the... I had some really good fucking custom audio files. Anyway, today is about you, not me. So... Well, now it's not.
Oh.
Okay. So, as you know, I have guests pick a topic and everything. Jacojin and I actually came up with our topic together for the first podcast. We chose the video games that's... I still have my headset mic down when I'm not even using it.
Yeah, it takes a break to break that habit.
Yeah, we chose the video games that inspire us, right?
Oh, that's... Wow, now I feel like my topic's just so vanilla now. Thanks.
Your topic, and here's what he told me, everyone. This is exactly... Here's his exact words. Hobbies.
Yeah.
Not a specific hobby, not anything in particular, just the word
my defense
hobbies.
for this is I've had so many hobbies that I used to joke, what just fell and broke? Sorry. That's not what I was
used to joke what just fell and broke?
Yeah.
You rhymed there.
I would joke that I had so many hobbies. One of my hobbies was collecting hobbies. I have had so many over the years that I'm like, okay, this gives me a lot of things I can talk about.
So does that mean one of your hobbies is collecting crows?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'll show myself out.
You should leave now. Bye.
It's my podcast. Fuck off.
I thought you said you wouldn't bring that up. I'm out of here.
Oh, no.
Good luck finding content now.
No. So, let's see. I did prepare some questions for you.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I work fast.
You were actually, yeah. I
Yeah.
even said, so to add some background to this, I told Cave, let's see here, what's today? Excuse me. Today's the 26th. I told him, yesterday at about 1 p.m. And then he responded at 4:30 saying, yeah, hobbies work. And then today at about 11:42, he's like, hey, have you decided on a topic?
Okay. Listen, in my defense.
After you responded to it.
Okay, listen, in my defense. Okay. When you said hobbies, I thought you said it as, do hobbies work? I'm like, yeah, it's about you, so whatever.
Nah, straight up just hobbies.
I thought he was going to pick a specific hobby. I
Nope.
didn't think he meant hobbies as an entire topic itself. So in my defense, Ethan's an idiot.
In my defense, no you.
Yeah, no you, okay. I wish I could spell.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Oh my god, I still spelled it wrong. What the fuck am I doing? Fuck it. Bruh. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, hit me with the bruh.
Bruh.
Approximately, how many hobbies do you have, Ethan?
Oh boy. Are we including hobbies that I haven't touched in like a few years?
Recent hobbies.
Recent hobbies? I don't know, probably somewhere around 3 or 4. If we include dead ones and ones I haven't touched in a while, at least 30.
Okay. I'm just trying to narrow this down to a few talking points.
Okay, well, I can give you like
right?
some of my main ones if you want
That's
me to
actually
go
the
there.
next questions. What is your main hobbies that you would,
Well,
you know?
video games and streaming and all of that, obviously. That's my main one, just due to the sheer amount of time I put into it. I have just games in general. I'm a really big fan of board games. I especially love the ones that take way too long and have way too many rules to be normal. Those are one I haven't touched in a bit, but I do still very much enjoy is actually Nerf Guns. Just collecting them, modifying them. I could talk to you about that for a very long time.
Okay.
On top of that, I have a lot of knives and flashlights and stuff like that. Those are fun. I realize how that sounds now, but that's fine.
I promise you guys, it doesn't sound as bad. It sounds worse than it actually is. I promise.
Like I just have a lot of pocket knives and stuff. So like EDC and all that. That's I decently into a lot of that stuff. I'm trying to learn more about circuitry. So I have an Arduino I've been messing with, some Raspberry Pis I've been messing around with, bunch of components and stuff. I'd say those are my current main ones. If we want to talk about old ones, I can tell you about the time I used to collect stamps.
Oh god. It took
I still have a bin of that.
Okay. I say oh god because it's not bad to collect stamps. Don't misunderstand me. But he talked my ear off about collecting stamps for 3 hours, I shit you not.
I did?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember. Are you sure this wasn't a dream?
No, it was you.
I vividly do
If I ever dream of you, I'd rather kill myself, okay?
I don't remember doing this to you. Because
you did.
I was thinking, I'm like, I've never told you about
Well, you were like sleep deprived and shit, but you did. You did.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I've had a lot of sleep deprived conversations with people.
So, yeah.
That makes it sound like I'm an insomniac.
It's
I'm not.
Bad. It was interesting for the schedule. It was bad. It was interesting for the first hour and a half, and then the other hour and a half, I was kind of starting to die a little bit. Like, Ethan,
I don't
let me
remember
go.
doing this at all.
You did. I promise you did. I mean, we can talk a little about that, but just don't go on a 3-hour rant again.
I also used to do like model trains and stuff. That was fun. I did not realize I genuinely don't remember talking to you about stamps. So this is like blowing my mind that I did this to you.
I got you back by kicking your ass in Minecraft parkour. Let me just tell that story before we continue with
No, we don't need to tell that story.
I think we need to tell this story. So me and Crow, right? We decided to play. I'm gonna mute you. We'll talk.
Good.
Okay. So we talked about we played Minecraft one night, right? And we played this parkour map on Crow's realm.
Because I was too lazy to set up a server.
Yeah, he was too lazy to set up a server. Okay, so I beat the map relatively quickly. I think it took me a half hour, right? Which was a pretty decent time.
To preface, I've never really done Minecraft parkour before. This is like my first time really doing it.
By the time I there was 4 zones, right? By the time I completed the map, he was only in the beginning of zone 2. So
I was getting better.
I started over and lapped him and beat him again with a faster time.
I went into spectator, so you don't know where I went.
Well, I did lap you.
Remember,
I did lap you. It was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to hobbies again, right? Let's talk more about your Let's talk more about your video games and streaming first, like that.
Okay.
So, what would you say your top video games are?
So that's a really funny question with me.
Hmm.
I kind of rotate through video games a lot. Uh, so for a
Right.
very
Yeah.
long time, I mainly played Hollow Knight. I've yet to beat it. I really need to. Um,
Hmm.
I really enjoy Hollow Knight. I find it to be a great game. Silk Song, if that ever releases in my lifetime, would be pretty great.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, let me just let me look at my desktop here real quick. I have been playing a lot of Star Citizen lately. I
Trusted.
enjoy the game. I find it fun. I also just randomly play other games. Like I have Forza Horizon 4, which I played a bit. Great game. Haven't really played enough of it. A lot of the games I play. So I never really had a computer that I could play games on until like a year or two ago. So I've had a lot of catching up to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
I know you played Star Citizen on a live stream once that I tuned
I did.
into, and it was the shittiest
I played it
goddamn
before.
live stream.
Well, it's
It
because
buffered a
I'm
lot.
still dialing in settings and stuff.
Yeah, I got you. No, I get you. I get you.
Uh, I have my Oculus Quest 2. That's a really fun thing. I'm looking to start doing some VR streaming here sometime
I love
soon,
it when this.
maybe.
I love it when things have a false transparent background,
Oh yeah, that's the best. Um,
isn't it?
I plan on streaming Mist actually here soon. That I used to have a really old computer that I actually got at a yard sale. It was like the old, like your slightly yellowed tan color. You know what I mean? That type of
Hmm.
computer, just super old.
Right.
Then I got somebody's old like business level IBM machine that was also just kind of crappy but slightly
And
better,
I give up.
and gave my old one to my sister.
Oh, I see.
Let's just say it still had serial ports,
Oh, nice.
like two of them.
Uh-oh.
No
That might
DVI,
that might be
just VGA. Oh yeah.
nice.
Um.
Nice.
So I actually played a little bit of Myst on that. I never really got to play a lot of it. Are you familiar with what Myst is?
Um, yes and no.
Okay. Ooh, that was a lot of Flint. Uh,
What you
Unrelated. Don't worry about it.
striking
So,
steel in the background here?
no, it's just Flint. So it was okay. It was not released in August 26, 2021. That is incorrect.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
it is an old 1993. That sounds correct.
1993. Whew.
Old, like I don't want to say point and click, but almost point and click style like puzzle game.
Hmm.
Uh, that I never really played. There's actually five of them. So it's Miss Riven and then Miss 345.
Okay.
So I'm kind of looking forward to checking those out. I also, on the topic of video games, I like retro video games. The first I ever tell you what the first console I ever bought was?
No, you did not.
The first thing I ever bought, I'm not even sure if I was 10 yet. I bought an old SNES at a yard sale for like 15, $20 with a few
SNE.
games and two
Oh,
controllers.
an SNES.
I still have this system. I absolutely love it. I have many memories of playing Super Mario World with like me and my sister. Uh
Super Mario World was pretty fire.
I never finished it. I'm doing it again. Uh but no, so I have that. I also have like a Sega Saturn. I haven't done a lot with that, but I have it. I have a Sega Game Gear, Xbox 360. Just got that actually.
Hmm.
And then I have like a replica Atari thing and stuff.
Hmm.
Uh I'd love to get I have access to like my dad's NES and
I have a
stuff.
smooth brain.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. I gotta go like message in the Kojin self promo channel that I'm actually live with you. I small brained it. You're gonna
Pretty
lose
good.
image. You're gonna lose sight of me for and Crow's images for a moment while I just go ahead and twitch.tv/.
Yeah.
Currently
So no, video games. Yeah, they're fun.
I'm sorry, I'm just like
No, you're good. Uh, I need to finish my Ori and the Blind Forest playthrough. I streamed that for a while and I just kind of stopped. I got really busy. Like life just kind of got really busy really fast. Uh, I'd love to stream Pico
I
Park with a
botched
bunch of you
it. I
guys.
botched it. I botched it.
How bad did you botch it? I'm curious.
Fixed it. Okay, we're good.
It's okay. I gotta scroll down.
Never
here.
happened. Never happened. Never happened. Never happened.
How bad was it?
I just forgot the HTTPS, so the embed didn't work. I fixed it. It's fine.
That's fair. No. I also greatly enjoyed Bloons Tower Defense 6. I've played that with. I know I played that with you, Cave.
Oh, we have played.
It's fun.
Man, don't look at my hours on BTD6.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are your hours on BTD6?
They're not that high, actually.
I mean, I've got 170.
I was about to call you out. I was gonna be like, what do you mean? Don't talk about your... I'm literally loading your Steam profile right now.
I have 70 hours. I have 100 hours more than you.
Oh, that's Bloons Tower Defense 5. That's not the right game.
What? Bloons Tower Defense 5 or 6?
You have 171. How many do I have? 71?
73.
Okay.
So, close enough.
Yeah.
About 100 hours.
But as I said, I've only been playing video games on a computer, like, really for like a year and a half now.
What about your Warframe hours, pleb?
What? You don't want me to talk about your... Steam reports 2,083 hours, but we've talked about this. You're actually closer to like 3,000.
I'm closer to 3K, yeah, because
yes.
I started playing before without the Steam profile.
I love how your hours go 2,000, 300, 200, 100, and then everything below is like 22. Like it just drops all fast.
You could see what games I put the most time into.
And I'm the opposite. I cycle through games so rapidly. I have like 40-some games downloaded on my computer right now.
I mean, I've got 355 hours in Stellaris.
I played that. I should really play that by myself and just really work through one of them.
I have 114 hours in Gary's mod. Oh no, I just started launching shit. Help.
Oh, your computer's gonna die.
I just launched BTD6. We're all gonna die.
Oh wait, you want me to launch it too?
No, I'm closing it. I'm closing it.
I've tried my hand at fighting games. I enjoy them, but I haven't put enough time in to get good at them. So like my video game preferences is kind of like my hobbies. They're all over the place, and it's kind of whatever catches my mind.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
I just got so, and as I said, like I never finished Portal 2. I need to. I have a friend who it's his favorite game. I haven't finished it.
Dude,
I feel bad
Portal
about it.
2 was good.
So Portal is the game that made me actually buy a computer mouse for my laptop.
Nice. I played Portal 2 on my Xbox.
Yeah, as I said, I never... So, I said I didn't have a computer. I should add on to this. The consoles I had for the longest time was a Wii and a PS2.
Oh my god.
Part of the reason PS2 is my favorite system.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely
My
love
internet
that
is starting
system.
to die at a bandwidth of 300 kilobits per second. Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool. Now we're stable. Anyway, we're not stable. What the fuck? I just dropped to 93 kilobits per second output. What the fuck?
And then
I think someone in my town must be using a shit ton of bandwidth. There we go. We're back up.
Continuing on with video games, computers. About 8 years ago, I learned about building computers, and it interested me. I got a book for a birthday gift years ago about like building them, and it's outdated because it talks about like I'd have to find it, but it talks about like commonplace stuff being like the new thing.
Oh god.
Oh, but you know how computers are, like it gets outdated in like 2-3 years. Yeah,
pretty quick. Yeah.
So this year, you know this, I finally got a good tower. I love the thing.
Right.
And I've already looked, like I enjoy computers. There's things I want to upgrade with it, but it works well for now. My biggest drawback is 16 gigs of RAM is not really enough anymore.
No, it is not. I mean it is, but it's better than 8 gigs, which I was using.
See, I can beat you on that. My laptop had 4.
Yeah, you always did tell me about that.
Yeah, because it sucked.
I mean, both my computers have at least 16 gigs now. My desktop has 16, and my laptop has 32. So
my goal for this desktop is give 32 or 64. I'm trying to decide which. Do that. Next upgrade is going to be throwing a much better power supply because I want to upgrade from a Ryzen 5 to a Ryzen 9.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But once I do that, this computer should be good for at least a few years.
I don't know why my bandwidth is suddenly deciding it wanted to die.
I'm curious what my bandwidth is now.
I can lower my bandwidth, my video bandwidth. I can't while I'm live, can I? Oh, I can.
What's
Oh, I
my
can't while I'm live. Never
bandwidth?
mind. It's not gonna let me.
Anyway,
It seems to be stabilized now. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I
actually, I
have cable internet,
misspoke. So SNES was the first console I bought. First handheld I bought would have been my DSi,
Mm,
and I bought that like 2 or 3 days before the 3DS released.
mm. My first console was the Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
Fo followed quickly by the Nintendo DS. My mother
Ah.
bought me a Nintendo DS. I don't remember why she bought it. I think she just thought it was cheap and it would keep us entertained, so she bought it for me.
So, now, what was that? So that was my first handheld I had would have been a Game Boy Advance SP. A good friend of mine where I used to live
My first handheld would
gave
have
me
been,
one.
yeah, my first handheld would have been the Nintendo DS Lite.
No, a friend of mine had like 3 Game Boys and he gave me one, but without a
Nice.
charger.
Oh,
So I used that thing till it died. Went out to GameStop that day, got a charger, and I think I had like.
didn't give you a charger. What an
I'm
asshole.
trying to think out what I'm trying to think about what the game was.
Well, I
Wasn't it?
don't.
What was it?
The first
It wasn't Atlantis. It was some other one like that.
the first game I had for my Nintendo DS Lite was like I think it was Carnival Games for the DS. And then that was followed by Cooking Mama, and then I got
This is gonna
Pokemon Heart.
bother me.
Then I got
What was
Pokemon
this
Heart Gold.
game?
Then I got Pokemon Heart Gold. So that's where I stand with video games being my first video game. Like,
I bought my copy of Heart Gold from Hyena, actually, a good friend of ours.
oh wow, did you buy it from Hyena? Damn.
I
So
did,
how it
yeah.
actually went down is I got Pokemon Soul Silver for my birthday, but I didn't want Soul Silver. So I got Pokemon so I took my birthday money and bought Pokemon Heart Gold and gave Soul Silver to my brother.
Understandable.
Same game, but I wanted the bird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I never really had Pokemon games till I hit like middle school. I never had the money to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Just my allowance was like a quarter a week for the longest time.
Oh, I didn't have an allowance.
Yeah, so I had 25 cents, so I didn't have much.
I didn't have an allowance at all, so any money I had was birthday money or just money I happened to like find on the street.
Yeah.
And no, that's not like
Wait a minute.
No, that's not what I mean. I didn't steal. I don't steal things.
Yeah,
Probably.
thankfully. What?
What? Stole your hat.
No, but that's right. You did steal my hat.
But I mean, I gave it back before the night was over, so.
Yeah. I'd need to get a bigger hat anyway. That hat did not fit my head right.
That hat fit my head too. That hat was too big for my head.
See, it's funny because it was too small.
For you.
Oh crap! I forgot about a hobby I didn't list. I'm a licensed ham radio technician.
So what we just learned is that Crow has a big head. Anyway, what'd you say? Sorry.
I'm actually a licensed ham radio technician.
Yes, you are.
So I'd list off my call sign, but I'm not going to because you can go into a database, find that call sign, and find either the address or PO box I have listed.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So I'm not gonna list it. I will say I am one. I haven't touched my stuff in a little bit. I should because I have some fun stuff, some scanners, some handhelds, a more powerful base station. Really fun hobby. I enjoy it.
Mm.
It's honestly not hard to get licensed. There's a site you go to. You can do practice tests. You go take your test. I can't remember how much it is. It's not a lot. And if you pass your technician, you can, while you're still there, take your general, which is the next level up without paying anything extra.
Yeah.
I did not pass general because I did not study for it. General gives you more shortwave frequency permissions, so the one that actually bounces off the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Technician really only gives you VHF, UHF, which punctures the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool because it. So I have a. I want to say the I don't want to say the wrong number. Give me a second here. So I have a power limitation of the maximum amount of power I can transmit.
Right.
It is 1500 watts.
That is a decent amount, not gonna lie.
It is enough to bounce a signal off of the moon and get it back to the Earth.
Nice.
It is a lot of power.
Do it.
Now given my I can't use more than like 80.
Yeet a signal at the moon.
No, it's an actual thing. It's called moon bounce. It's an
Well,
actual thing that people do.
Yeah.
It's cool. So that hobby came out of me being bored during quarantine, so I learned it.
Fair enough.
And like that's how a lot of my hobbies come about. Like it's something that's interested me. I want to learn more about it. Like my Arduino, I wanted to learn more about some programming things, some electronics things. That's why I got it, because I knew it would help teach me those things.
Right.
Let's see here. Nerf guns. That's one I haven't touched.
Nerf guns.
I have a lot. I have at least 30, maybe 40 Nerf guns. I used to have more.
Nerf guns.
Then those ones were gotten rid of. I started from scratch and built back up to this collection. I've modified some of them pretty heavily. I'll have to send you a video of one later. It's an electric one, so when you turn it on, it sounds almost like, I compare it to a TF2 turret spooling up because it's that super high pitched whine. It's two brushless motors. No, not brushless. They are brushed. Two brushed motors powered off of a 3S LiPo.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Okay, so a 3S LiPo gives off 11 volts.
Okay.
As opposed to like the 1.5 a Nerf gun normally runs off of.
Uh-huh.
I had to upgrade all my internal wiring because I'm pushing more power through it. I have a micro switch. I have a micro switch for my rev trigger that goes into a MOSFET because if even with an upgraded micro switch, if I run my power through that, it's going to fry the switch.
Nice.
The stall current of these motors is kind of high. It has a metal flywheel cage, which is so the way an electronic flywheel blaster works. There's two motors that spin two wheels, and there's a push rod. The push rod pushes the dart into it, the wheels grab it and shoot it off.
Okay.
All of this is housed in the flywheel cage.
Okay.
My one pistol is a CNC aluminum flywheel cage. Right. This was just my, like, all out, I'm doing this because I think it's cool Nerf gun build. I really enjoy that one.
Nerf
gun. It has an expanded flywheel cage because it's bigger than average motors.
Right.
So yeah, that's
the maximum oomph.
Oh, I can't use this thing at some events. It shoots too hard.
I'm
so
sure
a lot of events have an FPS regulation. I forget. I haven't taken mine to a chrono, so I don't know what it hits. No, they're a lot of fun. Nerf guns have come a very long way from where they used to be. Case in point, the Adventure Force Nexus Pro made a lot of waves in the community when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I just messaged a random emote to.
It's the one Violet made.
Yeah, it's the one Violet made. I messaged an emote to Crow. My artist Violet finally finished. Actually, Violet will be a guest on this podcast at some point. Violet finally finished the emotes that I asked them to make for me. I just sent him the one.
And I know they showed me quite a few of them as they were being made.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I love them.
Yeah, they're. Anyway, the Adventure Force Nexus Pro made a lot of waves for this reason. I want to say it hit like 120 FPS out of the box. Full metal barrel, O-ring sealed breech, accepted half-length darts. It was just a lot of things that in order to get that performance, you either had to be really good at modding or spend a lot, like at least I want to say like $200, maybe $300 to get something that did this performance. Now I can walk into Walmart and get one for $50.
I see.
Shoots far, accurate, and fast. It's very impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Please do not resist.
You can't say anything about that. You can't say anything about that though. That's confidential.
I can't say anything about
I will make
experiment number 27.
Oh god, what have you done?
What happened to the other 26?
26, we don't talk about 26.
Okay.
But no, I will make you sign an NDA if you even think about trying to put that out on the internet. But also, I know where you live, so I don't think that would help your case.
I know where you live.
You know where I live, but I also know where you live. We're at a stalemate here. You sent me a package. I have your address.
How do you know it wasn't a false return address?
Because it's one of those stickers.
Yeah, it's one of the ones State Farm sends out.
So...
Anyway,
So of course I know.
just hobbies. Briefly mention other ones I've done. I used to be into photography, so I know things about that. Lock picking is something I've been trying to get better at off and on for the past several months.
I find lockpicking neat.
Oh, it's cool.
It is pretty neat.
I probably spent like $40-$50 getting like a decent set. The picks were not expensive. What was expensive was all the practice locks and add-ons I got.
Yeah.
Like the picks themselves were maybe $20.
Yeah.
And I didn't get like a crappy set. I went with sparrows. I got a nice set.
They aren't cheap.
No, but it's like any other tool. You get a good thing and it's worth it.
Yeah.
Something I completely forgot because I don't really consider it a hobby. I just consider it something I do. I'm a licensed motorcycle rider, so that's fun.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
I've grown
gonna
up
do
around
that.
motorcycles.
So did I. My father has a couple
Yeah.
of them. I had considered it, but
I thought you knew that.
you never told me that. No.
Oh yeah.
But I don't.
No. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't think I'd ever like learn how to. I know how to ride a motorcycle. That's not what I meant to say. I know how to. I've rode them since I was little, but
Yeah,
I don't
same.
think I'd ever go through the trouble of getting licensed for it because I just don't think I'd drive once often enough to care.
I mean, that's fair. I've did. So I went through the motorcycle safety program. It's like a 2-day thing. You do some classwork, you do some riding stuff. It's very educational. I mainly did it because I'd never really ridden on the road before. Everything I'd done was like on a farm or in the woods or something like that. I have a really nice hobby grade RC car that I haven't touched in like a year and a half. I actually got that for free. Somebody was throwing it out. All we needed to do was throw a new battery in it. It worked like a charm.
I used to really like model cars, like RC cars and stuff.
Then you might know I have a Traxxas Rustler.
I don't think
it's
I
fun.
know that one actually, unfortunately.
It's a good thing. It works well. Let me see. Oh, massive thing that I kind of touch every once in a while. I used to collect playing cards. So whenever I would go somewhere, I would get a deck of cards. So I have cards from like Niagara Falls, Gettysburg, just different neat places I've been to.
Okay.
Then when I was a little older, I was like in a summer camp. Someone I worked with did a lot of magic tricks. I still know several card tricks. And they were telling me about like some of the nicer cards you can get for tricks. Like they're built nicer, they last longer. I probably have at least 60 decks of cards. Like at least 60 decks of cards. It's a lot. Which brings me, and this is the problem with hobbies. I have so many. Another really main hobby. I'm a really big Magic the Gathering person. I play a lot. I play like weekly with a friend. Oh, how long have I been playing for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 years, I want to say. And about a year ago, I made my Tron deck. Now, before you hate me for playing Tron, I have a very good reason for making this deck.
You better have a good fucking reason.
The person that taught me how to play had a good Tron deck.
Okay, that's acceptable.
And it was really neat. And so when I had the money, I was like, cool, I'm gonna make one. It's really I enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy playing it against people who have no chance against it, which sounds really condescending, but it's not as fun to play it against like a pre-made beginner deck.
It sounds really condescending. Yeah, huh? Yeah, no
But
shit,
like,
Sherlock.
if you've ever played like a deck that has the ability to win on like turn 3 or 4 consistently,
yeah, I get what you mean though.
through death of massive Eldrazi creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Maybe not 3 or 4, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I have the ability to get out ridiculously powerful game-ending creatures in like a few turns.
I see.
Because Tron. So no, my one friend, you haven't met him.
Okay.
He played longer than I did, but I never knew it until we were talking one day, and I was like, oh, I started playing this game recently. He's like, I've been playing that for years. I've been looking for someone else who plays it. He is one of the few people who I don't feel bad playing it against. There's a few others. Because for the longest time I couldn't beat him. Just because he had slightly better cards and was playing longer and knew his decks better.
See.
Yeah,
see.
that was fun.
I see. So, Magic is a pretty good hobby.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
Parents, get your
also
kids into
very
Magic. They won't
expensive
have any
cardboard.
money for drugs.
Very expensive cardboard. Get them into either one or two things, parents. Get them into building computers or Magic the Gathering. They won't have the money to do anything else.
I mean, you could say the same joke about like some MMOs, other trading card
Chuckles
games,
in Warframe.
Warhammer.
Do you know how much money I've put into Warframe?
I don't want to know.
Almost 2K.
Cool. I haven't put that into Star Citizen yet.
Yet.
I'm over 1K.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So I personally know about this one a lot.
Yeah.
Knives. You
Hey.
have a lot of knives.
I have a like Pelican style case that has a lot of pocket knives in it.
Yes.
I have 20, 30. I have quite a few, and then I have several fixed blades as well. I quite like pocket knives. I find them really neat. One of my personal favorites is my Benchmade bug out with the G10 scales. It was really neat because they hadn't. Are you familiar with what G10 is?
No, I can't say that I am.
It's a material. It's the best way to describe it.
It's a
I want
material.
to say it's like
Thank you.
It's fairly rigid, somewhat grippy.
Yeah.
They had not made the Benchmade bug out in G10 scales, which is like the handle material. G10 is very popular for a lot of knives,
Right.
from what I know. So when they made it, it was kind of a big thing. I got one. I really love it. The knife also weighs like nothing. Like I got my dad a mini bug out for Christmas the other year. How much does it weigh? It weighs like nothing. The mini bug out weighs 1.5 ounces.
I see.
It weighs nothing. It's actually a really great knife. My first decent knife I had would have been my Kershaw.
Dude, you should see the fucking video quality.
Oh boy, I forget. How bad is it?
I've turned down the bit rate so bad. It's fucking hilariously bad.
Okay.
It doesn't really need to be great though. I'll send it to you, but like it doesn't actually have to be great.
Kershaw Cryo is what I had.
Kershaw Cryo.
The day I had that, I was playing around with it, and I managed to cut my finger and needed 3 stitches the next day.
Nice.
I've done that. I've gotten fixed blades since then. I have a lot of pocket knives I rotate through. Yeah, that's a thing. Which brings me to flashlights. I have like 2 flashlights I rotate through. The one is a more compact one that's only 1,000 lumens. The other is 2,300. Why is there just a? Yeah, that's yeah, that's bad.
Okay, listen, it's a podcast. All that really matters is the audio.
Yeah, I know.
I honestly could have just made it a still image with just PNGs of us, and it
I'm
would have been
surprised
fine,
you didn't.
I was going to, but either way, it looked like shit.
Did I tell you I have the I just looked over this. My mind works, it's random. I have the secret lair Phyrexian language predators.
Do you?
I do, actually.
Man, there's some good
So
shit on Secret Lair.
I opened the packaging to look at them, but the cards themselves come in like a separate sealed package.
Mm-hmm.
I have not opened the cards because I'm debating if I want to try and sell them or if I want to frame them.
I see.
I'm kind of leaning towards framing them because they're really cool. The box has like Phyrexian writing on it. It's really neat.
Uh-huh. For future reference, remind me to like set it to like 10 FPS and lower the quality of the actual video. Maybe it won't look so shit trying to output 1080p. I mean, it's not trying to output a 1080p. Obviously, it fucking can't. But you get my.
Oh yeah, I can make balloon animals. There's another thing.
You can make balloon animals?
Yeah, I can make balloon animals. I've done it like at events and stuff.
Holy
Not
shit.
like big events, like I was getting paid. I did it to like help my mom out with an event for her job or something.
Okay.
I could probably off the top of my head make like 4 or 5 different ones.
It's not bad.
It's like I will pick up the most random things. Um, let me just take a brief look around my room, see if I can think of anything else. I used to play frisbee golf.
You used to play frisbee golf.
Yeah, I still have like my discs for that and stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard at this fucking what it looks like, that image.
I
How
I
low
know, man.
quality
I
it is.
know.
I can't help it. It's so good.
On the
It's so...
topic of Magic, have you played Unsanctioned?
Dude, I haven't played anything with Magic in a long time.
Next time I see you in person, I'm bringing Unsanctioned. You're familiar with what that is, right?
I think so.
So it's one of the unsets. So it's like this card has flying as long as you hold it above the table.
I see.
Or contact somebody from outside the game, ask if this makes sense.
Ah,
If it
joke
doesn't,
cards.
counter it.
Yes.
It's all
Yes.
the like would never. It's great. It's like silver border cards.
My
It's
favorite
absolutely hilarious.
card in that category kind of thing is Number Cruncher. Do you know Number Cruncher?
I'm not sure. Yeah, let me look that one up. I don't think I am familiar with that one.
I think it's unsanctioned, but it's definitely in that style of card.
That was unhinged.
Unhinged, okay.
Uh,
It's still fucking hilarious though.
Gotcha.
Whenever
If an opponent says a number, you may say gotcha.
Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Gotcha.
Which
Whenever
is
an
great.
opponent says a number, you can just say gotcha, and it returns Number Crunch from a graveyard to your hand, so you can keep
It's
using
stupid
it.
things. It's like I attack you for this many damage, and you just hold up like 5 fingers. Oh.
Yeah, but they'll forget about it.
One of my favorite in Unsanctioned. It's what is it? It's something stupid. Like pause the game, start another game under the table. Whoever wins that game gets like some like mild advantage. So I was playing against my sister and did this, and the under the table game took longer than the actual game. It's just like these stupid ones, but they're so fun.
It do be like that.
Oh, I could go into outdoor hobbies. I enjoy hunting, fishing, camping, all
We got
that.
another 15 minutes.
I never really knew how long this was taking.
I was only gonna do an hour because my internet.
You never told me an actual time.
Shit sus. I mean, we
Well,
can
great.
go
Now
long.
I just seem like a complete video game person who does nothing else. Which
Well, you do. Well,
there's worse things to be known
you've
as.
talked about knives and shit as well. So
That's true. No,
magic and all that.
I really enjoy camping. I have a hard time sleeping in a tent. Dude, because when I was younger, I was sleeping outside in a tent. Not due to homelessness. I was just in my backyard doing this. It was really, huh?
No, continue.
It was really windy and the walls of the tent kept moving, and I just couldn't get any sleep.
Oof.
So I've swapped to hammocks. I
Um,
love my hammock. I actually have my hammock hanging next to me right now in my room. It's great.
I was a Boy Scout at one point, right?
Same.
So I got used to camping. But there was this one trip we went to. It was to Put-in-Bay, Ohio.
Okay.
Which is an island. So the only way to get there is a ferry. And once
Okay.
you're there, you're not leaving.
Yeah.
We went
I
out
see where
there,
this is going.
and a hurricane decided it was gamer time. Now obviously it's not directly next to the sea, right? I don't think
Of course.
it's on a Great Lake. I think it's Ontario. Yeah, I think it's Great Lake, Ontario.
I want to go to the
And
Great
it was
Lakes.
it was the remnants of a hurricane. Obviously, we weren't right next to the sea line, but it was still enough to cause them to make to panic and move us all to a giant lighthouse, that like an old lighthouse. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't okay. I mean, it's a lighthouse, but it's not really a lighthouse. You know what I mean? It's a lighthouse. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
I
fucking
understand.
massive, though. And they moved us all there. And then halfway through the time we were sitting there, we were sitting there for about half hour. It was me and my younger brother just sitting there panicking. They move us to the town hall and give us pulled pork, and I'm like, I am no longer afraid.
Yeah.
But we had to
Pulled pork
abandon our
has
tents
revitalized
and
me.
everything we had. The wind was really bad. It was scary. I mean, it was
rough.
honestly scary. It was not one of my highlights.
I never got to do a lot of camping trips with Boy Scouts, just due to prior obligations on weekends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of rough. On another random note, another thing I used to be able to, I can still do it. I can solve a Rubik's Cube, and I used to be able to do a 2x2.
2x2.
Yeah, the slightly smaller Rubik's Cube.
The 2x2 Rubik's Cube.
You do it a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube solving is an interesting thing.
There's two main ways to do it. There's the longer way and the quicker way. The quicker way involves memorizing a lot more formulas.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, I'm a really really big reader. I read a lot.
What kind of books you read?
All sorts of books. So one book I'm trying to read right now. Let me dig it out from the pile of books. It is The Way of the Kings, part of the Stormlight Archive series.
Mm-hmm.
I just started reading it. It's very good. I have read so many books over time. I like fantasy books. They're good. I've liked sci-fi books. They're good. When I was way younger, I used to read a lot of nonfiction.
Yeah.
A lot of nonfiction.
Mans was
I've
reading
read a lot
War
of
and
books.
Peace at the age of 5.
Nah, more like little like goodness, like 4th, 5th grade me. I think it would have been 4th grade, reading a book about the science of black holes.
Oh, I did that a lot too, actually.
I vividly remember this book. It was like
so
one of the
zesty.
old books. It had like the green cover, no like books cover. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the plastic thing that goes around it that
sleeve.
is like art. No, it was like the old like almost
sleeve
like
of the
textured green cover of a book.
It didn't have like a book sleeve.
No, yeah, that's the word. Thank you.
Damn. Yeah, no, I was I'm still fascinated by space, but like that was my main thing when I was younger is space. Space. Is
more
so
recently, I've moved on to reading more things online because there's a lot.
I can name
just
one of
what
those.
I'm concerned.
Empyrean Iris.
Oh yes, that one is
What do you think I was gonna say?
I don't know. I didn't know where you were going with
this. The Humans are Space Orcs. Empyrean Iris side stories are so zesty.
That whole series is really good.
It's a very good series.
We just hit part 4.
Nice. Empyrean Iris is good. If anyone wants to go check that, I think it's on Wattpad, right?
Yes, it's on Wattpad. Yeah, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Read the short story. Read the Empyrean Iris, and then go into the short story collection. Because the Empyrean Iris is like 50 chapters. The short story collection just passed chapter 600 the other day.
Yeah.
It's really long.
Yeah. It's a good series,
really good though.
It's really
so good. Have you caught up completely?
Not yet, no.
I'm like 4 chapters behind right now.
I don't have the time really, unfortunately.
Yeah, I get that. I don't remember what all I used to read, but when I was younger, I've read a lot on Quotev.
Okay.
So, yeah, that existed. I remember just searching for hours to find a story that wasn't super cringe or like a 3rd grader wrote it. That was an interesting time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can't write with proper grammar. Anyway.
Proper grammar is the thing that's lost.
Yeah, facts. That got very quiet very quickly.
I'm sorry. I just got a message that I needed to look at.
You're good. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I wasn't sure what I was gonna say.
Okay, me neither. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about now.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay on the topic of hobbies. So let me. Generally, if I glance around my room, I can find something. It's funny because it's true. Oh yeah, I have a really old graphics card. Did I ever tell you about this?
What? Sorry, I spaced out.
I have a really, really old graphics card that I bought brand new.
What is
at
it?
a Goodwill. It's like an 8400 GS. It runs off of a
8400
normal
GS?
PCIe, not even PCI Express.
Well, yeah, I mean that's an old card.
Yeah, it's not a PCIe, just PCI. I can't speak.
The 8400 GS. That's a Let me see here. I'm looking up
I
its
got it
spec
because it was
sheet.
neat.
It's an old card, yeah, because it's the GeForce 8400 GS, right?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I bought it sealed.
I
I've
only have like
opened it because I wanted to look at
is
it.
it the 512 megabyte or 1 gigabyte model?
I don't know. Let me look. 512.
512 megabyte.
512 with DDR2.
Oh, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
That's 2000. That's a
That's
2007 card, man.
it's old.
Yeah. What is its architecture? Let's see.
Old.
Old, yeah. But what's the architecture? Tesla. It's the Tesla architecture.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So see, like, I have random things.
29.38 gigaflops. Not even. Oh, DDR2. Oh,
Yeah.
it did have a 256 gigabyte model actually,
Oh yeah.
or megabyte. Did I say
Speaking of
gigabyte? I
random
said
things I
megabyte.
have, I got a piece of a the Martian meteorite NWA 6963.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that at a silent auction. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
I know. That's why I got it because it's kind of cool.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
that is pretty neat.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I am running out of things to say. And it sounds like
Uh,
you kind of are too.
on the topic of hobbies, yeah, I'm sorry, and I'm sure there's things I'm glossing over and missing. Like I probably missed like a major hobby or two, and I'm trying to think.
Well, we're not perfect, my friend.
Yeah,
But if you're good
thankfully.
with calling it here, then I am as
Yeah,
well.
sure.
Thank you for coming on
Of
and
course,
starting this
anytime.
podcast back up. The current tentative plan for this podcast is for it to be every other week, or
Okay.
every other weekend rather. Um, the next
I'll have
guest
to tune in
up,
to listen.
I'm not sure who the next guest up is. I have asked two other people. One of them will probably be busy. Violet, I don't know if Violet is busy or not yet. I have to reach out to them. But we'll see about that. Anyway,
Yeah,
thank you for coming on, Crow.
of course. I'll have to listen to whoever you have on next.
Yeah, hopefully with better video quality next time so it doesn't look like a fucking potato.
Hey,
Like, I mean,
eventually you'll have somewhat usable internet.
eventually I'll have fiber internet, so that'll be something to look forward
Yeah.
to. All right, thank you for being
Of
on.
course.
I don't think anyone actually ended up watching live, but if you're watching this in
Yeah,
the
it's fine.
YouTube upload of it, thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys another day, another time,
Yeah.
another video, another podcast, whatever we're doing.
Have
Have
a
a good
fun
one.
one.
Have a good one.